Alright, so here on this problem, they want us to name the rational numbers from the list below. A rational number is any number that can be turned into a fraction. So a rational number can be turned to a fraction. So negative 8, we can put that as negative 8 over 1. So that's good. 0, we can rewrite that as 0 over 1. So that's good. 50, the same thing, we could just put that as 50 over 1. So that's good. 1.77, well, we could rewrite that, and we can put that as a fraction as well. You have this button on your calculator. If you put 1.77 and you hit that fraction, it could turn into 177 over 100. You input the number, and then you hit the equal sign, then you can hit that S to D button on your calculator. So that's good. Square root of 5. If we put in the square root of 5 on your calculator, it just equals that. And you hit the S to D button on your calculator, and it's going to say that it equals 2.236067977, and it keeps going. It just stops there. So what we notice with this problem, the square root of 5, we get this decimal that keeps going and keeps going. So that will not be a rational number. Square root of 49, well, you put that in your calculator, you get 7, and you can put 7 into a fraction by putting it over 1. So that's okay, one that's okay. 7 1/5, it's okay because we could change that to a improper fraction. And the clue should be that it has a fraction in there. Negative 8 over 39, that's a fraction already, so that's good. And this one here, we see that we do not see repetitions. 3, 7, and 3, 7, 7, and 3, 7, 7, 7, 7. And it keeps going. Another one that will not be a rational number. Number 2 says the peak of California's Mount Whitney stands 14,490 feet above sea level. They're asking for the integer that best expresses the given number. Integer is just a fancy way of saying number. Integer is just number. So what number are we talking about? 14,495. The question, is it a negative number or is it a positive number? Well, it tells us it stands above sea level. So because it's above sea level, it's positive. And what does it say? When it's positive, we don't have to write a sign. They want us to graph 11/4 on the number line. Well, you could put 11 divided by 4 on your calculator, and then by hitting the SD button, you're going to see that that equals 2.75. So you just look for it. Here's 2, it's 3, it's going to be right around there. This one, select which one's smaller. So once again, you can use your SD key. And you divide -9 over 5. That gives you -1.8. And you do the same thing with 37 and 20. And you get 1.8. negative 1.85. The question is which one's smaller. So we're talking about a number line. And this is 0. You'd say negative 1 is somewhere around here. So somewhere around here would be negative 9 over 5. And somewhere around here would be negative 27 or negative 37 over 20. So we know that one will be the smaller one. Here, find the opposite and the absolute. The opposite of a positive number is a negative. That's why it's a negative. Absolute value will always be a positive number. Doesn't matter what the number is, it will always be a positive. So here we see it ends up being the exact same. Don't get confused and make it a negative, because absolute value will always be a positive solution. Is the absolute value of 12 less than 13? Well, just like I said before, the absolute value, negative 12, what is it? It's 12. Well, is 12 less than 13? It sure is, so that's a true statement. And that covers some of the homework problems on 1.3.